it's Jasmine, and welcome back to GGTV. Here I am again, and yes, we're talking about leadership. Mentorship is so special to me. I have a few people that I'm mentoring. I have people that I would look to and consider to be my mentors, and it's a very special relationship. I've had people who have just kind of slid into the role of mentee with me, and then I've also had people who have formally asked me to mentor them, and then we're able to more clearly set kind of some boundaries and expectations for our relationship versus someone who just kind of slides into it and every now and then I give you advice. Okay, so it's a different kind of relationship when you formally ask someone to mentor you, because now that signals to the mentor there are things that I need to do for your growth, for your advancement, for your development, because you're looking to me for this area. So what I want to talk about today are some things that you should look for in a mentor. The qualities that your mentor has are so important, because when you ask someone to mentor you, you are telling them that you see things in them that you would like to grow and develop in yourself. And so if you choose a mentor who does not have good qualities, then what does that say for the fruit that you're going to produce in your life if they are someone that you are mirroring how they maneuver throughout their life and navigate through different things? And so it's very important that you know a little bit about this person before you go and ask them to mentor you. There are going to be some times where you may see someone doing something that you want to do. You see someone giving a speech. You see someone doing public speaking. You see someone leading. You see someone running a multi-million-dollar business, and all of a sudden you want them to mentor you. But that's not enough for you to ask someone to mentor you. You need to be able to know a little bit more about their character, about their reputation. You need to know about the fruit in their life, about their process and how they move through different situations and seasons to know that that's what you want to do. It's also important for you to know and to realize that you are not supposed to be a carbon copy paste of your mentor. You're not looking for a mentor for the purpose of being exactly like them. The reason you look for a mentor is because you want somebody to train, to coach, to develop you in a certain area, and you feel that they have expertise and fruit enough to be able to lead you in that. So please don't try to be exactly like your mentor, because if you are just trying to be like them, you have missed the purpose and the goal of mentorship, because our goal as mentors is to make you more like you and to see in you the potential that you have and to help you reach that potential outside of yourself. And so you cannot come into it trying to be like your mentor, because that's going to make us feel like failures if you just look like me. I want you to look like you. And you've come to me right now because you don't look completely like yourself. You need someone to help you establish your identity and help you to establish your purpose and to bring those things out of you so you can reach your full potential. And you're not going to reach your full potential if your potential is me. First of all, you're going to want a mentor who is kind. This should go without saying, but some people are nasty. Some people are really nice on a platform, but so nasty in a one-on-one meeting. You need to make sure that your mentor is a decent human being, because that's going to lead to either a good reputation or a nasty reputation. For me, I'm an attorney. And before I look into a firm to be hired by or to work for or something like that, I ask other attorneys around, hey, have you heard of such and such firm? What's your take on them? Hey, have you heard of this attorney? What's your take on them? Even now at the firm I'm working with in the office, we do that with attorneys whose names we don't recognize, mediators whose names we don't recognize. We need to know what other people are saying about you. I have to do my research so I can have an idea of what this working relationship is going to be like, because you're one way in front of the judge, but what are you like in emails with your opposing counsel? What are you like in emails with your support staff? How are you treating other people? And so you're going to have to do your own research to figure out, is this a good person or not? But how you treat another human being is going to determine if you're a good mentor or not. So do your research. You also want a mentor who has a good reputation. That's kind of what we just talked about, but some things need to be reiterated. Your mentor needs to have a good reputation. If your mentor has a bad reputation and you're coming underneath their leadership and they know that you all are connected, unfortunately, we still live in a society where if you're connected with someone who's a horrible person, that is going to reflect poorly on you. It's going to reflect poorly on your judgment of character as well. And so you need to do your research. What's their reputation like in the field that you're wanting them to mentor you in? You also want a mentor who has a support system. We don't need any loner mentors out here, because if your mentor doesn't have any friends, they don't have a network, they don't have a community, what are they going to do for you? If you have a mentor who's a loner, that says a lot. And I'm not speaking about the people who just don't have close friends. I'm speaking about the people who don't have a support system whatsoever. Because if you don't have not one friend you can call, not one person that you trust, that tells me that you are extremely distrusting of people. You have trust issues, or you have commitment issues, or you don't know how to be friendly or a good friend. And if you don't know how to do those things, you're not going to be a good mentor. You also want a mentor who you can see the fruit in their life of what they're doing. If there's no fruit in their life, then that's going to be very difficult for them to mentor you and to bring fruit out of you. You want a mentor who practices what they preach, that you're not just spewing out good advice and good wisdom, but I can see it working in your life. You need a mentor who doesn't think that they know everything. If your mentor believes that there is no way higher that they can go in their field, that they are the ultimate end-all be-all expert, that is a problem. Your mentor should always be a student. You need a mentor who enjoys learning, who enjoys figuring things out, who's a problem solver, who enjoys being challenged, because they're going to be able to develop that in you. Because the person who thinks they know it all is a person who's not able to grow and is a person who's not teachable. And you don't want to be taught by somebody who's not able to be taught themselves. Your mentor should be inviting and should be initiating things. Your mentor should be one who's not going to gatekeep knowledge, is not going to gatekeep networking, is not going to gatekeep opportunities, but you want a mentor who cares about you enough to invite you into these tables and spaces where you normally wouldn't have been without that connection. You also don't want a mentor who always waits for you to pick up the phone and call them. They should be initiating conversation. They should be initiating wisdom and advice whenever it comes upon their heart. They should be able to see something and know if it's going to be a good fit for you. So they should be initiating these things, sending you an email. Hey, this networking event is coming up. I think you should go. Hey, I'm going to be speaking at this conference. Here's a ticket. I want you to be there. You need a mentor who's going to invite you in. You also need a mentor who's going to be reliable, responsible, and resourceful. One more time for the people in the back. Reliable, responsible, and resourceful. If you ever have a question about the field that you're getting mentored in and you're not able to go to your mentor and get that answer, that's a problem. And I'm not saying mentors need to know everything, because we just talked about don't get a mentor that thinks they know everything. But your mentor should have enough resources to be able to lead you to a space where you can get the answer. They shouldn't be a dead end for you, ever. They should be a well of wisdom and resources for you that even if they don't have it, somebody else does, and they've got connections to someone who does, or they will find it for you. That's the purpose of having a mentor, that you don't have to learn and do everything on your own. Your mentor is there to help you and support you in this journey and to get you where you need to be. If your mentor cannot coach or train or teach you, they are not a mentor, because that is the purpose of a mentor, is to train you, to develop you, to teach you. How many of us have been in a class with someone who should not have been a teacher? Too many times to count. It's not enough for your mentor to be an expert in their field if they can't walk you through what they did. If they can't teach you how to get there, they're not going to be a good mentor. It's just like there are some professors who are, geniuses. Genius at what they do, but horrible at teaching other people to do it. Your mentor has to be a teacher. You don't need to look for the flashiest mentor. You don't need to look for the most well-known mentor. You don't need a mentor who's got all millions of platforms and millions of followers and all these things and all this money. You need a mentor who is able to teach you how to do what it is that you're wanting to do. Don't look for the person who's the flashiest, because sometimes the people who are the flashiest may not have the substance that you need to really get you to the next level. Look for somebody who's got fruit behind the scenes, good reputations. They're good to people. They've got resources. They're inviting you in. All of these things that I've just listed, look for those things and check them off when you find somebody who does that. And then don't be afraid to reach out to that person, to let them know you admire them, to let them know you want to learn from them. Most people who have these qualities and characteristics, they're not going to turn you down unless the Lord says no. So if you feel like somebody should be your mentor, reach out to that person, have a conversation, invite them out to coffee or lunch, and then join in that relationship together and collaborate for the purpose of you growing and being a better person.